Let's say I'm in trouble. Big trouble. Real big trouble. Who am I going to go to? The cops? Yeah, the cops will never believe me. I know. I'm going to look up detectives in the Yellow Pages.
I do not accept cases on the phone. The average person that has to go to the Yellow Pages to call a private eye doesn't have any money to begin with, usually.
I'd listen to what you had to say. I would analyze what you said, and then I would speak to you about your problem. If I thought you needed a psychiatrist, I would refer you to one of those.
These are a few of the more than 4 pages of private investigators listed under detectives in the Los Angeles phone directory. Dan Carasso.
I'll help almost anyone that needs help, regardless of whether they have a lot of money or not.
Anthony Pellicano.
I'm considered to be the highest priced and the best. I'm a guy who investigates from start to finish. I do it my way. I do it with intelligence and logic.
John O'Grady.
Hollywood's #1 private eye. You sure as hell wouldn't expect me to say #4, would you?
This is his office. And this is where he likes to give interviews.
We work for most of the celebrities in the general area, Hollywood and Beverly Hills, Bel Air.
Bonnie Kavanaugh.
The lifestyle I lead is glamorous, yes.
Sometimes it's extremely glamorous.
I don't think in those glamorous terms that you're referring to that you see on television.
Is it important for a private eye to have a flashy car?
No, not at all.
I drive a Pontiac Grand Prix Brougham, convertible.
I have a Cadillac Seville.
I drive a Cadillac.
If you do not drive a nice car, wear nice jewelry, possibly a Rolex watch, you're not what they want. They're not going to pay the fees.
What does it take to be a good private eye?
Well, they said I had the wisdom of Sherlock Holmes, the tenacity of the Royal Canadian Mounted Police Force, and the modesty of Muhammad Ali.
I'm influenced more by biographies of famous people, Napoleon, Hitler, not because of what he accomplished, but how he done it.
Is it a scary line of work to be in?
Yes, it is. I've been near death many times.
Have you had your life threatened in the line of duty?
No.
There's not a lot of gunplay.
I don't operate that way.
If you try to hurt me, I'll rip your heart out. But I won't shoot you.
I would much rather have a 357 in my face rather than work in a bakery.
Sounds pretty exciting, all right. But is it any fun?
The work that I do isn't really that humorous.
It's a lot of fun. It's very humorous.
I've ran into many funny things, absolutely humorous.
Much of my work is done on the telephone.
The most hilarious things are the phone calls that I get. Laser beams from outer space.
And how do these guys feel about their TV counterparts?
Well, I think James Garner's a joke with his little, cute little things. He's too old to be cute.
The Equalizer is a fantasy, you know. That guy would last about 2 weeks and he'd be dead.
Magnum, that I find far from reality.
Magnum himself, as far as what he does, is a joke.
Yeah, in what way?
Well, you'd be in jail with some of the stuff he does.
Do you watch those TV shows about private eyes and so forth?
I've written some episodes for some of them.
Really? What did you
Yeah.
write for?
Magnum.
I don't even watch the shows.
I think the most glorious quote I ever used was on a man on an interview that pulled a gun on me, and I had mine out first and stuck it in his ear and asked him if he wants to listen and see if it was loaded.
Well, some guy said to me once, "I wish I had 2 minutes with you alone." I said, "You got it."
Go ahead. Make my night.
So you can't think of any memorable quotes of your own, huh?
I really can't.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
You don't have any dirt on Tim Malloy or Wendy Rutledge, do you?
Pardon me?
You want some dirt into Malloy? Oh, jeez.
If I run into any dirt on them,
Yeah, if you run into any dirt on Tim Malloy or Wendy
I'd be
Rutledge.
very happy to tell you if I do.
Running scared in Los Angeles, this is Merrill Markoe for News 13.